welcome back to this week's video, guys. We're doing a little grilling here. I got this thing for Christmas from my brother, and I never used it until this year, and I had to dig out of the attic and dust it off. So I'm grilling some bone-in pork shoulder steaks. I never grilled those before, but we're gonna try it out tonight and see how it goes. This is all new experience for me. I've done burgers before, obviously, but no steaks. Gonna be good. Put some barbecue sauce on there. Woo! Look at them babies. Burn, baby, burn. I guess it wasn't such a good idea to grill it inside. That's coming along. Oh yeah. That's starting to look like it grilled. Yeah, it needs to be in there a little bit longer. Certain juice is starting to come out on it. I forget how much they start smoking when you start grilling a steak of some kind. It's a lot worse than like a burger. The burger doesn't have all that fat around the edge like this thing does. All the neighbors will be able to smell that I'm grilling. Yeah, I don't have much experience in grilling, but always fun to learn new things. It's not that hard. Just a little guesswork. Oh yeah. Look at that. Doesn't that make your mouth water? Oh yeah, look at that juice dripping. All I need is some barbecue sauce and a steak knife, and I'm ready to dive into this sucker. We're just gonna let this thing cool off here for a minute. Well, guys, I'm back. Oh man, was that the greatest steak I ever ate or what? I mean, I have never, guys, seriously, I have never grilled a steak in my entire life. And I just guessed it the whole way. And I've seen other people grill, but I've never actually done it myself. And it was good. It wasn't too dry. It wasn't. I mean, I think I caught about the perfect time. It was so good with that barbecue sauce on there. Oh, it was so tender. I ate 2 of those pork shoulder bone-in steaks. Wow, that was really good. That was probably the best pork. Well, it was the best pork steak I've ever eaten. I'm not big on beef steak. Just, you know, normally when you grill something the first time, like something goes wrong. I mean, like you burn it, you got too hot, you got too cold, it's too raw, it's burnt, it's whatever. But this one was perfect. It's like, I don't even know what to make of it. I mean, it was really good. It was spot on. That's the good thing about eating meat. I'm kind of on a carnivore diet. I do eat other things, but I do try to eat a lot of meat, and it really has helped me keep my weight down a little bit, and I could lose some more, but it's definitely flattened since I started eating more carnivore, grilling and stuff. Wow. I love my cream sodas. They're good, and I love when you can get them in a glass bottle. It's just so much better. It's more nostalgic to me. That's what it is. It tastes way better than normal soda. This is about the only soda I really drink. I like my cream sodas, like orange Fanta, and maybe like one other soda. Oh, the 1919 root beer. I like that one as well. That is really good root beer. Those are about my 3 sodas that I drink. Really like anything that's nostalgic. I'm very old school that way, as you may know. And eventually, I may as well tell you, eventually my plan is to go off grid and be very old school. I'm gonna be wearing like Victorian era style clothes. I won't be wearing no denim pants. I'll be wearing like trousers, what they used to wear in the Old West, and like a watch and chain, you know, that kind of stuff. This used to be my grandma's, this toothpick holder, whatever it is. I really like that dark maroon red china, and you know, talk about the Amish. If a person leaves the Amish, not everyone, but most of them, and especially in my case, you not only get shunned, but then when your parents die or your grandparents die or whatever, you don't get any inheritance. Maybe a few little keepsakes, and that's it. But my mother snuck me this one when no one else was looking. Grandma Schrock. And I have one other little dish, little platter I have of hers, and that's it. That's all I need. It might remind me of my grandma. She was a short little lady, shorter than me. She was 4'10". She was just a little lady, but she was tall in stature, and she has always had a smile on her face, and she always treated us grandkids with cheese crackers and sandwich crackers and all kinds of little stuff like that, and like Oreos, you know what grandkids like, all the junk food. Grandma had that stocked up in her pantry. We knew if we would go to Grandma's house, and if she needed the wood box filled, we would fill it up. That would be our reward, and we felt so rewarded. I know I did. it was a treat, you know. So that's a little history for you. Now, coming up in this week's video, we're gonna take you back in time for me. As some of you know, I was born and raised Amish. Yesterday was the 17th of May, and that marked the 14-year anniversary since I left. Some kids, when they leave at night, like in secret. They'll sneak out, they'll slip out at night, or when mom and dad are gone. But for me, I was 22, almost 23 years old. My parents knew that I was thinking of leaving. I had rebelled against their system long enough to where they basically said, goodbye, we'd rather not have you. They said that thinking because I had left twice before, and didn't make it successful. I ended up coming back, and so I think they said that in hopes that I'll go out there and then not make it successful, and then when I come back, then they'll put the real, you know, kibosh to the mess, and they'll really put pressure on, and you need to straighten up. But the third time I left, I was successful. Praise the Lord. And so I have a couple of video clips of some horse and buggy, and I'll share that with you guys in this week's video. Look back in time and reflect how far I've come. I've come a long way. I could tell you story after story after story, but I want to give you a little incentive. Once my channel on YouTube reaches 100, not 100,000, 100 subscribers, I will have my first live YouTube Q&A. Are y'all excited or what? I am. I can't believe it. We're almost halfway home, boys. So tell your friends and tell your neighbors. Levi needs 100 subscribers. A lot of people have a lot of questions about the Amish. There's a lot of different like ranks of, or not, I shouldn't say ranks, but like a lot of different Amish, type of Amish. Some are very conservative, some are way liberal. It all varies. But where I came from in northwestern Wisconsin, we were more on the conservative side. So, yep. So come with me this week as I take you down memory lane of Amishville and what it was like going on the road in a horse and buggy. You guys will get to see that firsthand. Well, hey, I'm down in my basement. I've never shown you guys my basement before, so it's messy and it's dirty down here, but this is my root cellar. And this is what an Amish basement would look like. Here's my ghee. My sister-in-law Ella, she melted the butter until the milk products rose to the top. She sifted it off, and then she put it in a can and canned it for me. And you can open it and put it on your countertop, and it will not go bad on you. It's called ghee for cooking, frying, baking. I got some canned soups here, but yeah, I may have left the Amish 14 years ago, but as you can see behind me, the tradition lives on. This is tomato juice here, green beans, and here's something y'all never tried, I know that, unless you're former Amish. Canned rhubarb. Canned rhubarb. It's kind of like a pie filling. It's really good. It's like a dessert. Sweet. I turn all my jars upside down so no dust will fall into it. When I need some jars for canning, I come down here and load them up. That's done. This is canned chili. I had some ground canned venison down here for probably 3 to 4 years. I wasn't using it much, and I didn't know how else I was going to use it, so I opened the jars and I used it in chili. Now, it isn't the best chili I ever had, definitely not. But I spice it up, you know, and it's doable. Sometimes you don't always have to have the best, the nicest food around when times get tough, but you are going to survive and be nourished. Probably wonder what that is. That's canned potatoes. Well, you can use it for potato soup, mashed potatoes, put it in a crock pot with your roast. Yeah, canned potatoes. Let me tell you something. Sometimes we don't always get to eat a filet mignon. So we need to make the best of what we have. And I eat good, but I've never had a filet mignon. This is last year's rhubarb. This is the year before rhubarb. Let's see here. These are canned pears. Canned pears. Got like a sweet brine in there. And they'll last for years, and it's good. It's like a dessert. I don't buy a lot of desserts. I have canned peaches, canned pears, canned rhubarb, that kind of stuff. And that's how you make a cobbler too, if you want something like that, you know. Peach cobbler, blueberry cobbler. I got blueberries up in the freezer, so one of these days I'll make you all a blueberry cobbler. I have a Kent Rollins recipe I use for that. It is so good. If you never watched Kent Rollins before, you should check them out. Canned pears, can't go wrong. That's if you like pears. I have a lot of fond memories growing up Amish, and this is one of them. I was raised on a farm and every summer the threshing crew would come around and help us thresh our oats. Dad had an old John Deere thresh machine powered by an 80-horse Perkins engine. It was a hot and dusty job, but I loved, as a kid, to watch the crew feed bundles and bundles of oats into that threshing machine. Okay, who's ready for a buggy ride? Well, this is how I grew up, guys, driving around using a horse and buggy for transportation, unless we had to hire a taxi driver for longer trips. Once I became a teenager, Dad would let me drive the horse and buggy by myself, and after I turned 18, he bought a horse and buggy for me to use for all the youth gatherings and Sunday night singings. Sometimes I would have a horse race with someone else on a Sunday night going home. We would push our horses to go as fast as possible. Ultimately, the fastest horse won. In the wintertime, those of us who had hydraulic brakes in our buggies had a lot of fun fishtailing. The horse would be running straight while the buggy would fishtail from side to side. Icy roads were kinda a mixed blessing for us kids. We put grill tape on our horses' shoes to keep them from slipping on the ice. Meanwhile, the buggy wheels had those iron rims, and those were really slick on the ice, so it provided the perfect fishtailing opportunity for us. A lot of fun memories as I look back and watch these videos. Just for the record, this was not my horse in the video. This was my nephew's horse. He gave me a ride back in 2019.